Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org with a video tutorial for the new Boston. Now we've already looked at quite a few selectors in jQuery, but now we're going to take a look at an example using CSS and the CSS Manipulator. Now the CSS Manipulator is essentially something that will change a value of a particular element by feeding it the style name, if you like, and then the value. So let's go ahead and take a look at a quick example. Let's go ahead and create a paragraph, and we are not going to give this an ID because we're going to be selecting it by the fact it is a paragraph. And let's just type some text inside of here. Okay, so we've already included selectors.js and we have that open in our text editor. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and create a button just up here. And I'm going to go ahead and, no, I'm not going to give this an ID because we'll reference it by the fact it is a button. I'm going to give the value click. So over in our browser, you'll see that we have click and then we have some text. Now we're going to use some jQuery selectors to first of all select the fact this button has been clicked, and then we're going to highlight this text here by giving it a background color in CSS. Okay, so over to selectors.js, we want to first of all use the button selector. So I'm going to use the button selector here, and when that button is clicked, or when any button on the page is clicked, we want to carry out a function inside of here. So we're using this event handler to perform a particular function. So we have the button selector, we have the click event handler, and then we have a function inside here. Inside this block of code, which we'll just bring down slightly, we are going to change the color of the background of this paragraph. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to reference every paragraph on a page. So we're going to use the P selector here, which will select every paragraph on a page. At the moment, because this is just an example, if you had more paragraphs on a page, it would highlight every single paragraph. So please be aware that I'm just selecting all paragraph elements on the page. Now we're then going to use the CSS manipulator to change all of the properties of the P. The first parameter we give it is the style name, so this is background color, or the reference to the style, and then we give it a value. So I'm going to give this a value of yellow. What we could also actually do is change this to black, for example, and then we could use CSS again to then change the color of the text to white. So you can use hex codes in here. So for example, you could use #000, and for this you could use #FFF. So what's now going to happen is when we press a button on a page, the paragraphs are going to turn with the background color black and the foreground color white. So let's go and test this out. When we click here, you can see that the background color of this paragraph has been changed to black and the text color has been changed to white.